70% house price growth. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian here and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee because we have to have a look at this article from news.com.au by Frank Chung discussing, well, house price growth in particular suburbs, how much it will grow in 5 years' time. And there's some predictions that are, well, frankly, not that surprising, or wouldn't be that shocking considering what's happened over the last few years. Remember when we were going through the media and they were reporting about a 40% house price correction from some modeling from the RBA. The RBA wanted to test some things, they did some modeling, the media picked up on it, so did I. We all looked at it because 40%, damn, that's a big move. Housing might actually be affordable. It might be within reach for the average person. But that's not going to happen anymore in Australia. There's too much supporting the housing sector. The pillars of the housing sector are quite strong. And chuck another 1.5 million people over the 5-year period, that's just going to strengthen it, guys. That's the thing. If you're sitting there waiting, constantly hoping or expecting a huge correction in the housing market, I don't know how long you're going to have to wait. How many doom predictions of it falling that pass by are you're going to need before you realize it ain't going to happen. So, I mean, this is going to be a real test. The mortgage cliff that's appearing will be the real test of the housing market here in Australia. I think it'll be, in many ways, like the interest rate, the fixed interest, the interest-only cliff. Remember that one? Nothing happened there too. So, and we're reading right on the website here, so I can't trace over it because it's such a long article. So what will your home be worth in 5 years' time? House prices in some Aussie suburbs could double over the next 5 years, while other previous hot areas could see values slashed by hundreds of thousands of dollars if prices rise at the same pace as the past 5 years, new data suggests. Exclusive prop track modeling conducted for News Corp shows what dwelling prices will be in 2028 if market trends from the last decade are repeated. Okay, so this is in just 5 years' time. 2028 it's not that far away. Hopefully I'll be finished with my renovations by then, hopefully. Prop track economist Paul Ryan told the Daily Telegraph that while the modelling was not an exact forecast, it never is, since past performance was not a definitive indicator of future price rises, many of the forces that drove prices over the past decade remain in place. We are clearly not building enough houses to meet demand. Yeah, no, 100%. I'd say, if anything, our capacity to meet that demand is going to diminish because of the construction apocalypse. You'll have people either builders going bust or people are getting the shits with the industry and just cashing out. So, it's difficult for developers to get the rate of new builds up. Yeah, we're not going to hit it. We're not going to hit it, guys. Even the Labor's whole, housing mega fund they want to invest. You look at the 30,000 houses. That's only about 88 grand per house. It's not enough. It's not going to address this. And even if they threw the whole $10 billion at it, could you imagine what would happen to the housing sector? How overheated it would get. Houses would just blow to the moon. It cost so much to do anything. They'd be paying 2 to 3 to 4 times to build what normally would happen. So, I mean, they're being sensible in regards to, they're trying to establish something that will have legacy, which makes sense, but I don't think government's good at that. Anyway, it comes after national home prices continued to stabilize in April, rising for the 4th consecutive month, to bring the cumulative increase in 23 to 0.75%. Strong migration, yep, that's not going anywhere. Tight rental markets, yeah, that's a pillar of it. The ROIs on these properties are still good. It'll still be attractive to investors. Remember, property is Aussie gold. Limited supply, yes. I'd say we've got limited supply and our ability to build. We've got limited locations where people want to live. You've got Brisbane, Melbourne, and Sydney. That's half of everyone. That's half of where everyone wants to live. Not everyone wants to go out to the sticks. I mean, it's a nice fantasy, but you want all the amenity of being in the city. So, the Reserve Bank resumed its aggressive rate hikes with another 25 points at its May meeting to bring the cash rate to 3.85, having paused in April following 10 consecutive increases. So here's a brief guide to house prices over the next 5 years by state, including the top and bottom 5 suburbs in each state. Okay, so let's look at Sydney. Oh boy, there are going to be some fun names here for me to try and pronounce, that's for sure. So, Copacabana on the Central Coast, current median is 1.9, so it's higher than the average house price. They're looking at a 113% increase, so it'll be $4 million in 2028. I mean, okay. I mean, let's look at. Okay, here we go. I brought it up now on realestate.com.au, and this is the area that we're looking at. So let's zoom out. I'm not that familiar with New South Wales. Where are we? Are we north or south of Sydney? We're north of Sydney. Okay, Central Coast. Oh yeah, okay, nice area here. You just go inland to all the mining a bit further, or much further inland. Yeah, so it's south of Newcastle. So, I mean, yeah. I mean, we're looking at stuff already for 2 million here. Contact agent, 1 to 1.1. Yeah, I mean, okay. This is beachfront property north of Sydney. Could you commute? Oh, I don't think you could. No, you couldn't commute from there, could you? Not to Sydney. No, but, I mean, you'd have the Weekender up there. So let's keep going. McMaster's Beach, 112% from 2.3 to 4.8. Yeah, these are not normal areas. These are not normal areas, guys. I mean, these are all... Where are we looking at here? Oh, okay. We're just up here. Yeah, okay. I mean, so all the posh areas north of Oka, is that like one sub? Oh, there we go. Like, yeah, okay. So the this whole trendy area is going to get more expensive right near the water. I'm not surprised. Let's just click on one here. What can 5 bed for 1.5 million, 600 meters to the beach. Okay, I mean, not bad. Big floor plan, nice view. Yeah, nice. Work remote there, guys. What do you reckon? Beautiful. You definitely get more value for your money here than you would in Sydney, wouldn't you? That's for sure. Anyway, okay, so we're not surprised. We're not surprised. Palm Beach, yep. Okay, the bottom of Sydney is going to fall down 25%. Rose Hill is down 26%. Beverley Park is down 23%. Macquarie Park is down 19%. And East Gardens, let's have a look where East Gardens is, down 18%. We'll have a look here. We'll click on this. East Gardens, New South Wales. So here we go. I mean, yeah, okay. I mean, still, it's probably going to be just flooded with apartments. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. So what about Melbourne? Summers is going to increase on the Mornington Peninsula, 87%. So these are all like the luxury bloody Airbnb retreat holiday places, aren't they? On Mornington Peninsula. We're not... Yeah, I mean, look at that, guys. Okay. $1 million, $1 million, 1.4 million. Yeah, these are not normal houses that are going up there. They're, you know, nice areas. I remember we used to, as a kid, we used to always go to Lakes Entrance. Where's that? That's here, isn't it? Where is it? Where's Lakes Entrance? I can't remember anymore. Somewhere. There it is. There it is. We go to Lakes Entrance from Coldstream. Should be out about here somewhere. Warburton, Hillsville. Yeah, out here. Somewhere. There it is. Coldstream. Oh, what's the stuff going for there? Oh, boy. $1 million out at Coldstream? 800,000, 5-bedroom out at Coldstream. There you go. Only 2 properties, though. Wow. Maybe my parents should have kept that house there instead of moving to Queensland. It just shows you how crazy it's going. Okay. What else? 79%, Mornington Peninsula, Melbourne South East, 70% at Bunyip. Okay, let's have a look where Bunyip is. Guys, let's jump over to Bunyip. So, I mean, the game they're playing here is they're just looking at previous... Where's Bunyip? Nope. Previous performance and just extrapolating it forward. So nothing's perfect. So how far are we from the city in Bunyip? Okay, we're a little bit of a drive out. That's further out than where Coldstream was. So that's a big drive out. I wouldn't even call that in the city, would it? You could, 400 grand. Yeah. So some 600 grand. Oh boy, everything's getting expensive. $1 million, 12. Boy. $1 million. Okay, so they're predicted to go up. Warburton, outer Melbourne East, up 67% to 1.2 million out at Warburton. Now, I know Warburton because my father worked on he designed or built a school extension out there. And I remember as a kid, he took me out on site once he was dropping off stuff. But that's like well away out of Melbourne. Here, it's out here, Warburton. That's a big drive to get in. Mount Evelyn. I still remember the trip out to Coldstream. I took Rachel out there to visit, to look at the house that I grew up with. And we're driving past and she's looking, there's cows on the road going, how far out did you live? So yeah, I mean, okay, outer east, yeah, sure. Bottom 5, Toorak is going down 24%, 1.8 to 1.3. Now, do you think Toorak is going to be within a stone's throw of the price at Warburton? Okay? That seems like utter bullshit. I don't believe that for an instant. Okay, let's have a look. Come on. Come on, guys. Yeah, right. Okay. So the Toorak, inner city, everything contact agent, expression of interest, the posh suburb, $1.9 million. As a student, I worked on a project for out here. Yeah, look, here we go. $3 million. Yeah. The median price is going to be, it'll probably be for a bunch of crappy units that they throw up there. The median price is going to be the same as Warburton. Yeah, bullshit. Okay, yeah, sure. Princess Hill down 22%. Kingsville down 22%. Middle Park down 20%. Yeah, but none of these downs are, Hawthorne East. Okay, Hawthorne East. Let's check there. Down to 620 grand. So half of what you'll get out at Warburton. That's what they're saying. Okay. It must be because, they're counting all of the Hawthorne East there. It must be all the additional increase in multi-unit living going out here. Expression of interest, contact agent, expression of interest, on hold, 580 to 620. Half of what you can get at Warburton, but it's a tiny little unit. Your quality of life isn't going to be the same for that money. Come on. There we go. We got a balcony. Yeah, I mean, at least you got windows on both of the bedrooms. Okay, so Brisbane. Okay, top 5. Churchill. Where is Churchill? I should know that. I live in Brisbane. Churchill, Queensland. Where's this? Leichhardt? Raceview? That's not in Brisbane. That's in Ipswich. That's Ipswich. That's not Brisbane. Okay? I know that because I'm working on projects out there. This isn't Ipswich. This is Ipswich. And, I mean, you can get some decent priced property out here, to be honest. The only thing you got to worry about in Ipswich is the mining out there, the old mines and issues with the ground. So you got to check all the overlays. Here you go. Look what you can get for 300 grand, guys. So a quarter of what you'd pay out at Warburton, which is probably equivalent, or even probably roughly, I'd say, the equivalent travel distance to the big city. There you go. You got a old Queenslander. That looks, perfectly fine. For 300 grand, you can make it work. There you go. You even got an old laundry and a shed. But you got a decent sized block. How big's a block? 740. Not bad. Give it a good paint. Redo the inside. But there you go. Okay, so they're predicting that'll go up from 450 to 780. Yeah, I mean, That doesn't seem that unreasonable, to be honest, over 5 years. Belbury, where's that? Let me guess. It's another one out at Ipswich. Is it out near here? I mean, this area is growing. It's really growing. We've done 2 projects out there, one for a public school and one for a private school, looking at essentially adding hundreds of students extra capacity out there. So it's definitely a growing area. Okay, here we're a bit further in. We're a bit further in. There we go. Okay, so we're definitely a lot closer to the city here. You definitely Pinjarra Hills campus. I didn't even know that was there. Okay, we're past Fig Tree Pocket. So you're a little bit out, bit of a drive in, but they're predicting for sale now an increase out there of 71% from 900 to 1.5. Considering how much everything else is going out around the city, I wouldn't be surprised. Newtown in Ipswich. Okay, they're saying Ipswich. 563 up to 900,000, 70% increase. I mean, there you go, guys. Out at Ipswich, out at Newtown. Where is it? Can we see it on the map here? There's Raceview, Collingwood Park. Where's Newtown? Is it closer in or further out? Oh, I can't see it. Let me know if you can see it on the map. What else? Toogoolawah at Ipswich again, 70% increase for 350 to 600 grand. So there's definitely, I mean, here's the thing, guys. You've got people living in, well, that's not Ipswich. That's bullshit. That's Ipswich. You can't call that Ipswich. That's not Ipswich. Is that the wrong one? That's not Ipswich. That's out past Esk. Bullshit, that's Ipswich. No, wait, that can't be. 4313. Okay. Ipswich, my ass. That's not Ipswich. You couldn't commute from there. Maybe you could. But you know, if you get NBN, you could live out there. Work remote, come into the city once a week when you need to. If you could do it. And I mean, you got the Somerset. Where is it? Oh, there's the Wivenhoe. You've got whole lots of nice areas out there. But have to check flooding too. But there you go, for $330,000. You can get not a bad little old house. You know? Let's see the floor plan. Come on, there you go. So a little bedroom. Okay, this is an enclosed balcony. Looks like, or this was an old enclosed veranda, I bet you, back in the day. But yeah, little 2 rooms. And these 2 meter wide rooms, they're fine for kids. That's all you need. Although in some parts of the country, you couldn't build like that. You've got a master bedroom internally with a sitting room down, sharing the light from there, which isn't ideal. And only 1 bedroom and bathroom. But, I mean, you got a decent, nice big block. Beautiful surrounds. There you go, 300 grand. But you'd be hard pressed to make that journey, that commute out from there. That's not Ipswich. That's bullshit calling that Ipswich. Okay, you're out past Esk. When you drive around here to get into the city, I don't even know if you go through the switch. Okay. Cinnamon Park, Brisbane West. You're looking at a 68% increase from 1 million to 1.7 million. I mean, this is nuts. The bottom 5, they're saying Windsor will go down 17%. So Windsor, they're going to say, will be cheaper than Toogoolawah. Okay, so the town right out here in the middle of nowhere. Okay, this is one you drive through when you're going inland or north. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure it's lovely to live there, but they're saying it's going to be more expensive there than Windsor. Okay, let's have a look at where Windsor is, guys. Okay, let's have a look at that, because this is not filling me with confidence in the accuracy of their predictions. Okay, here's Windsor. Okay, and we zoom out. Oh, you're literally like 30 seconds from the city. Now, what we're doing is we're probably comparing We're probably comparing apartments to houses. So you can get a nice big block of land, but they're saying apartments are going to crash in value. Yeah, I doubt that. I seriously doubt that. What do you reckon, guys? This close to the city? Okay. Windsor, you can commute in pretty easy. Oh, you'd have no problem. Dutton Park? I doubt it, but still, you know, that's here. Now, the big thing with Dutton Park is here's the thing for Brisbane. You got Brisbane State High. Where is it? Where is it? Somewhere here. Up. Hang on. Here we go. Brisbane State School Secondary College. Where is it? Why is it not coming up here? Brisbane State High School. Okay, you got State High there. Now, if Dutton Park is still in the catchment for State High, that's going to affect the property prices more than anything. There's big demand for that school. Big demand. Anyway, 400 grand, yeah, we'll have to see. South Brisbane, they think it's going to go down 10%. You know, I honestly, considering the number of apartments they've got coming up here, I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, Fortitude Valley as well. 300, that'd be for a one-bedroom or a studio. That's the thing. So you could go to Fortitude Valley, get a studio, or you can get a 3-bedroom Old Queenslander on a 1,200-metre block. But of course, you're like an hour and a half away from the city then. Wooloowin, they're saying it's going to go down to 624,000. And Wooloowin, guys, is, I know this because I lived near Wooloowin, didn't I? I mean, Wooloowin's up here, isn't it? It has to be. Hang on. I lived near it. At least I think I did. Maybe I'm getting confused. I lived at Lutwyche when I was a student. There we go, Wooloowin. Yeah, there we go. Okay, it's just around here, right near Lutwyche. I can't see that falling in price. Okay? Not as much as they're arguing. While these towns, remote areas go up. I mean, there you go. Block of units for sale, 1.3 million pretty much. Okay, let's keep going. What about Adelaide? 135%. Glenside. Let's check out Glenside. Okay, where are we at Glenside? Okay, oh, you're right within throwing distance of the heart of the city. Okay, and they're predicting, what do we got here? 900K. Shit, Adelaide's getting expensive. The thing is, Brizzy and Adelaide are catching up to Sydney and Melbourne. That's what's happening. You know? So the people in Sydney and Melbourne are bitching and moaning about immigrants coming in from overseas, having an impact on their markets. And those of us in Sydney, in Brisbane and Adelaide, we're bitching about the Sydneyites and Melbourneites. 135%, from 900 grand to 2.2 million. I mean, it is Adelaide, but 2.2, that close to the city? What else? Kingston Gardens, 103%. Elizabeth North, 90%. Kingswood, 90% to 2.7. Deveron Park, up 69%. So you're looking at, let's have a look where that is, Adelaide North, 330 grand. So it looks like you can still get starter homes for that money. How far away from the city are we? There you go, 350. 350. Under contract. Okay, townhouses. How far? Okay, we're out near the airport, aren't we? Or is that the military base? Oh, no, it's past the airport. Okay, it's past the airport. Okay, yeah, I think there are a few crime issues out that way. At least that's what viewers have said in the past. But anyway, there you go. Okay, you could commute from that. I mean, the commute times in Adelaide would be nothing compared to what we're used to in other cities. Here's the bottom 5. Payneham South, down 16% to 400 grand. Walkville, down 6%. Plimpton, down 2%. No real, down 1%. No significant moves. 3% increase is their bottom 5. So Adelaide here, this is the worst player then. Where are we looking at here? Greater Adelaide. How far away is it from civilization? That's the question. Where are we looking at here? Come on. Oh, 400. We're not that. No, okay. I mean, is that the right area? They're predicting a decrease. Is there a flood of units hitting the market? We'll have to see. I mean, the thing is they're only looking at previous performance and just extrapolating it out. So this isn't a science by any measure. But it's a bit of fun to look at how crazy it could be. I mean, look at how much prices are now where you're living. Would you have thought that would have happened? I wouldn't have thought that the prices in my area would have gone up so much in the last 10 years. It's nuts. What about Hobart? Okay, Hobart, 134%. And Brightwater, okay, 134%. Brightwater, Tasmania, what's the postcode? 730, yep, it's this one. Brightwater, Tassie. Okay, how far are we away from the city? Oh, we're a fair bit away from Hobart proper. You know, which side of the river are you on? Which side are you on? I guess it's not that far, is it? I mean, okay, here it is. Oh, 470, 450. Tasmania's gone. There you go, $325,000. So that'd be a mortgage under 400 grand is a good starter mortgage, relative to incomes. Isn't that what you want? If your family's earning 100 grand, your mortgage is what, 3 times your annual salary, pretty much. That'd be quite manageable. Very low stress. Sure, you can't show off to all the neighbors in a city, but I mean, what's more important? I mean, she's nice, needs a bit of work in the garden, but nothing wrong with it. Little spec home, 3 beds, little entry, living, kitchen. How do you get through there? There must be connections through there. So they're saying that'll be a big move from 480 grand to 1.1 million. Shit. 460 to 1 million. 510 to 1.1. I mean, we're talking huge growth there in Tasmania, in Hobart. Chigwig, 525 to 1 million, so a lot over a million. You've got Greater Hobart, current median. Okay, wait. The bottom 5 in Hobart are still only going up 30% from 800 grand, 35%, 40%, 42%, and 43% amounts to it. These are the bottom 5 in Hobart. All of them going up insane amounts of money. Oh boy. I mean, what's going on with Tassie? Is it the Melburnians and the Victorians coming and buying all their holiday places up? I mean, there's cheap options, like in the middle of nowhere. In the middle of nowhere. And, I mean, Lonnie, I remember when I was last at Launceston, there was some cheap stuff there, and I was really jealous compared to Brisbane. Oh, shit, not anymore. Not anymore. Look at this. 375, 2-bedroom. 2-bedroom place. Let's look at the plan. Yeah, tiny workers' cottage. How big's the block? Yeah, I mean, you could whack an extension on there, I reckon, but it's getting expensive. Lonnie's getting up there. Wow. 700. 600 grand. 480 to 500. And the whole new social housing scheme that, what's her name? Lambie signed up for with some guarantees. It's 20 houses a month for the whole state. Crap. We just got to make it easy to build. What about Perth? Okay, Perth, Swanbourne, 53%. Okay, 2.1 to 3.2. That's not normal. Glen Forest. Okay, 720 grand, up 50% to $1 million bucks. Okay, let's have a look. Where are we at Perth in WA? The most remote city in the world. Glen Forest, how far out are we? Let me know in the comments, guys, if that's a commute you could do. Past the airport. Past the airport. How much is stuff going for there now? Come on, let's check it out. Under offer, 875. 800. Shit. Come on. Where's the... There we go. 689. Offers above 850. 950. So it looks like we got big property out here. Big acreage. 1.5 million. Looks nice. So what else? 46% increase, 45% increase, 44% increase. The bottom five going down. Applecross, 24%. Osborne Park, 23%. Shelley, down 18%. South Perth, down 16%. Coburn. Coburn Central. We did a tender for that, and I kept calling it Cockburn. You know how good I am with my pronunciation of suburbs in well, anywhere in the world, but particularly in Western Australia. Here we go, Cockburn, guys. I should be more mature. I'm middle-aged, but I'm waiting to get mature. I'm waiting for it to happen. Shit, $1 million. Oh, boy. There we go, 260 grand for a one-bed, one-bath apartment. Under offer. Wait, we're not in there anymore. 195 for land. Okay, and what's the... You could do the commute up the highway there, couldn't you? What about good old Canberra? 89% increase in Coombs. 67%. Hawker, 66%. Gordon, 65%. 700 grand, 700 grand, 800 grand, 1.1 million, 730 grand. It's just nuts. Let's have a look at where Coombs is. I can't see this next, the fixed interest rate cliff is going to be the real test for the property market. And you'll see, honestly, I think a lot of people will just be fine. Because sure, there are a lot of people that signed in for really low rates, but how many of them are like me that just have had a mortgage for a while and just flipped over because we didn't trust the Reserve Bank? Or how many of them are like the viewers that have only got like 100 grand left? They couldn't give a shit what the interest rate is because they've got a big offset account. It's going to be the people that FOMO'd in and went too hard to the edge. They did Icarus with their property mine, They got their wax wings sponsored by the Australian government, their 2% government guaranteed housing loan. They're the ones that might be in trouble. Hopefully they didn't fly too close, though. I mean, where are we at here? I don't know Canberra very well, to be quite honest. I've just driven through it to go to Mount Kosciuszko. That seems like a bit of a trek. But, I mean, they don't have a scale on this map, do they? It doesn't seem that far. I don't know. I guess I'll have to go back to Canberra one day for a holiday. Take the kids down. What about the worst performing? 12% down, 4% down, 2% increase, 10% increase, 14% increase. What about Darwin? 36%, okay, in Bakewell. 36%, 400 grand to 544,000. Let's check that out and what's going on in Darwin. Come on. How far are we out of the city here? I have never been to Darwin. Never been to the NT. Got to do it. What's that movie I watched about the backpackers? It made me never want to do a road trip. I mean, I guess you could do it. Oh, it'd be a night. Oh, stuff it. Just buy a plane ticket. The problem is I've got 50 million kids now. Low to mid 300s. I mean, I'd be looking at the crime stats for particular areas in Northern Territory just to make sure. Bakewell townhouse, 360 grand. I mean, yeah, it's starter homes. Perfectly fine starter homes. But remember, we did that video looking at the structural engineer. Oh, that's interesting. Who did all the Dodge approvals? Remember that? The guy bought an apartment and the government knew about it and didn't tell him until afterwards. I mean, yeah. Nothing wrong with that. Good starter, bedroom, family room. With a balcony. Yeah, you'd almost chuck a wall over here and turn that to another bedroom, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, why didn't they? Why didn't they do that? And reconfigured this so you could make it a walk-in, like a double use ensuite, or even have both bedrooms go into there from there. But anyway, yeah, why not? Wouldn't you want another bedroom? Wouldn't that be more important than a family and living room? Anyway, it's the Northern Territory. What else do we have? Let's see the worst performers. Bottom 5, Nightcliff down 9%. Larrakia down 9%. Fanny Bay down 1%. Coconut Grove down 1%. Rapid Creek flat over 10 years. Okay, so let's say you buy in Rapid Creek. Nothing happens over 5 years. Over 5 years. But then you've got a property. Where are we looking at here? Okay, Rapid Creek. How far are we from the city? Okay, we're north side. Under contract. Offers over 780,000. 429,000 for a unit. So we'll have to see. I mean, it's just a modern unit block. We'll have to see how it all goes. So guys, there we have it. The property price predictions with some pretty big movements, but over a long period of time. Let's have a bit of a talk about this one. So, what do you reckon? Do you think they're on the money? Some of those movements I would not be surprised with, to be quite honest. Some of those areas, yeah, sure. Some of the predictions, though, for inner city areas costing less than some of the outer suburbs is questionable. I think the recent surge in green changes could have been impacting that data. We'll have to see. So, I mean, I'd take it all with a grain of salt, guys, but I mean, look at what's happened over the last 5 years. Anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this one, and where would you want to move? As always, thanks for watching. Check out HeiseBim or Heise Does if you want to see some of my other content. If you're a fan and want to support the channel, you can on YouTube or Patreon. Use our referral links, buy Pocket Squares, or call us if you need an architect. Take care. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next episode of HeiseSays. Bye for now.